in the foyer of her house, getting ready to leave for a few hours of freedom, Nina was standing in front of the mirror, examining her eyes. In her stuffed-up leather bag, she already packed a yellowish copy of Notes from the Underground and a black notebook in which she wrote cafe stories. But which cafe should I go to? A sharp discomfort of not knowing where to go gripped her solar plexus. She closed her eyes and took 3 calming yoga breaths. Upon the third inhale, through her nose, a whiff of pure skunky smell came, a perfume of magic bad called purple shit. A single flower bag in a 1 by 1 inch Godiva travel box. From her friend Morris down the street, for when unexpected and unspecified angst would afflict her. Like a Sunday dinner at her parents' who lived a bit too close. That is when she needed to have her mood lifted the most. But now, in the foyer of her house, she didn't think of her parents, but looked into her eyes in the mirror, framed in pine with colorful birds and fishes painted on it, flying around its perimeter, around the portrait of her face. And now begins an internal monologue of Nina, aged 50-something. What do I need? In ritual concentration, entrapped in her eyes, as if extracting the essence of what she didn't know, she managed to calm her mind, nevertheless, at least for duration of 3 yoga breaths. And now, whatever is in my head will be allowed to talk, no yelling, and if it gets boring, I will tell it to go away. Is this what self is, by the way? My head, after thoughts go away? Or array? Don't know how to pronounce. Which way is one supposed to know by looking into one's eyes on an off-work day? She probed herself like this for a while. Suddenly, in her head, a voice came on. It was clearly her mother's. Ninush, tell me, is it really such a sacrifice to look nice? Why can't you comb your hair to look nice before you leave your club at bordello of a house? And I bet you lost that good black eye pencil I gave you. And red lipstick your sister didn't like. Did you lose it too? The voice began whining more. For goodness sake, why don't you want to look attractive? Why do you want to look like blada śmierć na urlopie? My husband's voice, in a horribly distorted Polish, came on in my head. Blada śmierć na urlopie? What's that? An idiomatic expression, darling, not in a Polish dictionary, but let me try to translate it for you and Mamuni, because it's quite juicy, word for word. Pale death on vacation, or better yet, pale corpse on a furlough from the grave. He he he. My husband was laughing in my head. But which idiomatic translation, Mamoniu, do you prefer for me? For goodness sake, Nina, stop showing off. Comb your hair and put the lipstick on. Not for me, for the other dinner guests. Don't you have a mirror in your messy home? Why can't you get a neat haircut like your sisters? But what if I want to be a scarecrow corpse without lipstick and a mossy mop on my head, about to sit down at the dinner table with your guests? Stop torturing your mother. My husband said quietly in my head, Mamoniu, a weird death on furlough from the grave at your table. Maybe more fun in the than the mundane, mendacious-smelling dinner guests. What's worse than boring death from bourgeois small talk at the dinner table? I laughed in my head. Stop her! Stop her! My mother begged my husband. But why does she have to look like Truth Globovich on Niente? For goodness sake! But I am a corpse pulled out of the grave suddenly without time to put on lipstick. I explained without being asked. By the way, this Polish idiom for trup na urlopie may not exist in a dictionary of any kind. But I am a corpse of the moment without lipstick on furlough from the grave, about to sit down at my mother's table and scare her important guests. And by the way, do you, Mamuni, want me to keep my corpse's pale mouth shut? Okay, Mamunu, I'll put the red lipstick on for the occasion, but not the one my sister didn't like. I'll put it on thick, and I'll circle my left eye and pretend I am a one black-eyed, red-lipped artist cat. Better than boring death at the dining table. And you're right as usual. I am wearing 2 different socks, of course, and my filthy black jacket for $3 from the charity shop, the big holes in the sleeves to irritate you a little more. And the bloody red lipstick I will put on right now in your mirror. And I will kiss you on both cheeks with gusto. Then one more time on the nose. Till it's smeared the way you do it to me when you say hello. And by the way, I hate the nauseating perfume you splash on yourself. And may I ask you, Ninush, why just one eye black? Is this your new style, to have one black eye and wear 2 different socks? Is that what makes you an artist? My mother's smoke in my head achieved its final crescendo. Right, Mamunu. To be an artist, all you need is one black eye, just the left eye, and 2 different socks. Her soft black mascara, natural black kohl powder, eye circle concealer, and Merlot almost natural lipstick were in her bag in the zippered compartment. With black kohl on her fingertip, she blackened her eyelid creases, cat-like shape, to look as one might after a sensual night, a bit of camouflage for no-sleep puffy eye circles, the lipstick, and over it a lavender-scented glass. Mamunyu, I agree with you today, before you die, that a lipstick needs to be vibrantly alive on a smart woman of any age, especially if she wants to be noticed by a woman or a man. And anyway, why should a pale corpse of any kind subject innocent, unsuspecting victims on the street to unnecessary horror? It's not Halloween yet.